as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Ready. Blue ready.
Throwing, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
150. Ready. 125.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue ready.
Jameis now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception here, Mariota. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Mariota now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Ready. Move ready.
First down, Winston. Jones has it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, stop. Ready.
A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Ready. Blue ready. Follow.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, John Ross. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Let's go.
First down, Mariota. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. One.
Mariota on 1st down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Second down, Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A 1st down throw for Winston. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, that's hauled in by Marshall. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Keith Marshall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Play fake. Mariota rolling to his left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to air it out deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Following the interception, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Winston. Flushed out with pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd and long for Winston. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darquez Denard. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Jones. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And look at this, it's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And as he sees the play clock ticking down, Marvin Lewis decides to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They send Green to the left on his own. They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 17-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 30.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And that's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Mariota now to throw on first down. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
From the gun, Mariota. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be fielded at the 6. Fights off the defender. He's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Winston now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Steps away. Looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Winston. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll throw again. Winston eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Jameis now on first down. Now he'll escape to his right. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So thanks to the late field goal. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A first down throw for Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota now on second down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mariota to throw it. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Mariota. He's got his man. That's Wallace. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
A handoff to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, Mariota. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The 20. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tampa Bay going for 2. Last season they went for it 6 times. The only team that went for it more, the Eagles. Winston now. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Mariota now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now the Bucs decided to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. To throw Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Winston. That is incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 2nd down. Well, those 2 have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Geno Atkins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for two.
Green, triple team, ready, blue ready.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now here's Ross. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
His throw incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vinny Curry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
There you go, 368.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Yo, on the ball. On the ball.
Passing, it's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Second down, Winston. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now Ross to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Dalton now, the pass. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Eifert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, you got 3. 368.
This will be Dalton again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First and 10 for Dalton. Being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
That's caught. It's Malone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Ready, blue ready. Sonic, green, triple C. Here we go, hey.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16. Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Now Winston. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Ready. Watch 25. Let me go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Ross on the return. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. It's do or die for Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.